Well, good morning, and yeah, welcome back on the River Severn up at Coalport. As usual, good drive up here. Left home at 3, was here at 5:45. Didn't see any other cars in the car parks, and I've driven up to it's a peg I've not fished before, but some of the locals have told me it's a good peg to be in. So if I'm honest, it was hard to walk past one of the pegs where I've never not caught a fish. Is that a double negative? Never not? I've never blanked in there. Whatever. Anyway, yeah, I'll walk past that swim, which is about 8 down from where I am, and I've dropped into this peg. I had a little lead around with a 2-ounce lead, and it seems on the far bank it's quite shallow, and then you come in, and in the middle you've got a drop off into a deep gully where I'd expect the fish to be. So yeah, I come here, normal baits, ground bait mix, pellets, boilies, Elix pellets, corn. There's casters in that ground bait mix as well as small 2mm pellets. So yeah, I'm getting some big knocks on my right hand rod already, which I suspect is chub, but where I've got long hair, to try and catch the barbel you're unlikely to hook the chub. So anyway, yeah, so I got in here, spent an hour putting bait out without casting in. If I'm honest, it's the hardest part of coming up here is that first hour, just not fishing and putting some bait in the swim to try and get the fish confident. So I did that, had an unhealthy breakfast of coffee and chocolate muffin, then finally cast the rods out, and yeah, I was getting knocked straight away on the left hand rod, which is the feeder rod, and the right hand rod not a lot, where I've just been trickling in some pellet down the middle, but as I say, I am getting some knocks now. Reason I've always fished that way, I think I mentioned before, my upstream rod is always the feeder, my downstream rod is always just a lead. If I'm baiting the left hand rod wrong, the river's running that way, the baits that I'm putting in that's going further down the river than I think is then landing hopefully where the downstream rod is. So that's why I fish the upstream rod on a feeder, but the downstream rod just on a bait, a hook, a lead and a bait, because I don't want to be feeding further down the river than that rod. If I'm getting this one wrong and then I'm getting that wrong, it means the fish are further down. And I think that's definitely happened before, where I have fed a swim and not caught, moved to swim a couple along and then caught, and I suspect it's where I'm just getting my baiting wrong and it's going further down the river than I think it is. So that's why I fish like that. And yeah, that's the theory. I'm going to give it a couple of hours in here today. If nothing happens, I'm hoping I can walk down the 8 or 9 pegs down to the swim where I normally catch, drop in there if no one's in there, and hopefully pick up a fish or two. And then I want to get up sticks and try somewhere else as well on the river. I just want to learn some other pegs on this river, so as when you come and all your favoured pegs are gone, you can drop in somewhere else with a little bit of knowledge. So yeah, that's the plan today. It's our update as we go along, you know, usual thing. I've got the Elix pellet on the one rod and the oozing pellet on the other rod. I'll probably change that rod to boilie at some point, because I've also been trickling in some little 12mm krill boilies. So yeah, that's it for now. Update you soon. Well, welcome back. Yeah, different angle from my vlog, simply because I realise I've left my big bank stick with the adapter on it in France last week, so I haven't got that to put up. Where I'm sat down by the water's edge, there's nowhere to put this. Obviously if I get a sudden take or bite, I'm going to have to, well, I'm not going to drop it, I'm going to quickly put it in the bucket next to me. But yeah, as you'll see from the background, I've obviously moved pegs now. I stayed down in that peg till, I was going to stay till 9, because I was still getting lots of little knocks, but, and as I said, I was pretty certain they were chub, because I've got a long hair on the hook, you're never going to get a chub, or unlikely to get the chub hook itself. So with no barbel showing, I thought by 8:30, I thought, you know what, I'm going to go down to the peg where I know I normally catch fish. So I bought my bait buckets, wound in, bought my bait buckets down, put some bait out, went and got some more gear. As I walked here, there was someone getting ready to come in the peg, so had I left it to 9 o'clock, I wouldn't have got this peg. Yeah, so that was a timely move, because I've had 3 barbel this morning. One was 7.5 pounds. The first one I weighed that. That may be on the flog, it may not be, because even though I've upgraded to the latest all singing, all dancing GoPro, still occasionally have problems with it. So I'm not sure that did record. Then I weighed the second one, that was 7 pounds. Third one I didn't bother weighing, it was about 7 pounds again. And then, oh I know, I was rebaiting the right hand rod and the baits were up the top there. Halfway up the hill towards the bait I heard the pod go, and yeah, lucky not to lose the rod. The rod was actually in the water, but the line was tangled around the pod that was also at an angle trying to go in the water, because only one leg is stably into the riverbed. And that fish sadly got into the snag, which isn't surprising. I'm lucky to even get the rod back. But yeah, so I lost that one. And then I've just had a 5.5 pound chub, so I'm doing okay. I had an interesting discussion this morning with an old boy. I'm sure he won't mind me calling him an old boy. He's, you know, I'm an old boy and he's probably had 10 years on me. Called Robert, who sat up in the swim behind me talking to me. Then out of the blue just goes, "You're not the average angler, are you?" Yeah, I just laughed that he's watching my vlogs, and yeah, obviously he's a local, been local his life, telling me about the river, telling me things that he thinks I do wrong. He thinks I shouldn't move swims. He says I move swims too often. Should just sit in the swim and oh, I think I just had a chub bite then. Yep, got to pause this. No, it's gone. Yeah, he thinks I shouldn't move swim so often. He says when the fish go, just stay in the swim, keep baiting it up, and they'll come back. He also thinks my hook lengths are too long as well. So what I will do on one rod, I'm going to go short hook length today, and I might try his theory out and just sit in the one spot all day today and keep baiting up. Yeah, I've got to go. I've definitely got to chub it on one of the rods. Speak to you in a bit. Well, welcome back. Lunch break. Just been carnage just now. I was bringing in a barbel on the left hand rod. I literally was, I don't know, 10 yards from the net. The right hand rod had its first take of the day. So I quickly put the left hand rod down, grabbed the right hand rod, could feel that was a good fish, let the clutch off on the left hand rod, playing the right hand rod. Manic, absolute manic. At the end of it I had 2 fish in the net. One I didn't weigh, 5 or 6 pound, and then the other one 10 pound 2 ounce. I think that equals my PB. My PB is either 10.2 or 10.4. Either way that was worth a photograph. So literally while they was in the net I'd spit through both the lines, so the rods aren't set up now, and nipped down to the next swim. Had a chat with the bloke down there. He's had, I think he said he's had 4 barbel now. 8 is his biggest. And yeah, just asked him if he'd come and take a picture for me, save setting up the tripod and all that. I mean, as you know, watching my vlogs, I don't normally photograph the fish unless there's something special, when it's barbel anyway. So yeah, I'm just gonna, I've baited up the spot. I can see fish out there because the sun's so high. I can see fish swimming under that snag. So they're still there. I will, after I've had a sandwich and a coffee, set it back up and get the rods out there. But yeah, at the moment I'm on 8 barbel, 2 chub and 1 lost barbel. So I'd have to look back through my phone. I think the most barbel I've ever had in a day is 10. So good chance of breaking that record. And yeah, unlikely to need to stay late today, that's for sure. But anyway, yeah, that's a little update. I'm going to have my sandwich, have a coffee now, and yeah, I'll just update the vlog when I'll wrap it up at the end. Well, unless I get another PB, in which case I may have to put the video on again for that one. Anyway, see you in a bit. Okay, well, let's wrap the vlog up. It's you can see the sun's still up. It's not actually that late, getting on for 4 o'clock. What can I say? I haven't had another fish since I stopped at lunch and had that double take. And normally I would have moved swims, but I thought I'll give it a go. Just feeding the swim up, see if the fish come back. I mean, it may be if you hang on later till the sun goes down a lot more, the fish will come back. In my head, it's so sunny and so bright, you're not going to get many barbel over there. The odd one is still over there because you can see them when you stood up this high and looking down, so they are still over there, but not many now. And I just don't think they're going to feed in this weather or in this heat now. So yes, maybe in hindsight I should have moved, and that's what I would normally do, but I thought I'd give it a go and see what happens. And yeah, nothing did happen. Likewise, I've been feeding this inside margin down, well, it's down to my left but my right as I speak, and again, as I always say, I think if I waited longer when the sun goes down a bit more, the fish may come into that margin. But yeah, you know, I've had 8 barbel, 2 chub, lost a barbel. That's a good day. So yeah, I'm going to chip off home, get home a decent time. So yeah, met another person whilst I was fishing, got chatting to him today, guy walking around looking for a peg to drop in just for the afternoon float fishing, and he's fishing a match tomorrow. And he said he literally is 3 minutes away, and as we're talking he goes, "Are you the video guy?" So there you go, 2 people watch my vlog I've bumped into today. I didn't catch his name, but whoever you are, and he said he will be looking out for this one to go on. So whoever you are, thanks for watching my vlogs, and I hope you did well in the match, because by the time you see this, the match will have been over tomorrow. So yeah, that's it for me really. I do think this is a morning swim. I've fished this peg a few times now and always caught in the morning, and yeah, like I always do, once the fish move out, I move off. So do they come back in the afternoon? Well, they haven't today. So we'll see. Tactically, will I change the way I fish? Maybe I'll give it a go, sitting in a swim or a peg all day long. I get itchy feet once. If I'm not catching, I'll get itchy feet. I can understand if you haven't caught waiting there on your bait, but if you've caught and they've moved out, I'm not sure they're coming back until a lot later on, or maybe the next day. But hey ho, we gave it a go today. So I shortened one of my hook lengths, and I did hang out and kept baiting it to see if they'd come back. Next time I see you, you'll probably say I didn't wait long enough. But yeah, long drive home. Anyway, as I say all the time, thanks for those who watch, and if you haven't subscribed, I always say there's a subscribe button somewhere down here. It's actually somewhere over there when you're actually watching it on YouTube. But yeah, please subscribe, and yeah, I'll be back again. Try and do a next month, get on here again. So I've done July, August, September, October, definitely I'll try. November and December I normally manage, just depends on the weather. So hope you've enjoyed it. Not so much action today, just awkward swim to film in. So yeah, hopefully bring you more entertainment next time. As I say, thanks for watching, see you soon.